Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Thrills here. Today we have perhaps one of the most important topics in all of Fortnite, maybe even all of video games, but that is, who is the best Fortnite player? Now, I'm sure we all wonder who is the best Fortnite player, but here we are going to go over multiple categories as well as community opinions, and we're actually going to see who is the single best Fortnite player. So before we can even jump into who is the best Fortnite player, we have to go over a few rules. I say this because there are so many different ways that you can actually measure the skill of a player. And I have multiple categories here, and of course there are different people who excel at these different categories. So the first thing I think I need to get out of the way is, are we talking completely skill based or stats based? Because if you go on Fortnite Tracker and you look up who has the best stats, you're going to see someone that is not who you think, or maybe you do, but they're definitely not the highest earnings or the best players. So for now, we're going to focus more on skill rather than just pure statistics. We will take a look at that later in the video, but for now, we're just going to go over completely skill. Okay, so the categories that we have are mechanics, smartness, achievements, earnings, viewership, community opinion, and statistics. So we're going to go over these 7 categories and we're going to see who's the best at each and then make a decision based on that. Okay, so the first category that I mentioned was mechanics. Now, there are a lot of insane mechanical players. For example, you can be good at things like building, you can have good reaction time, aiming, things like that. But I was just going purely off of building, editing, that kind of thing. And for that, I had to go with mongraal. Now, we all know mongraal. He's literally on FaZe Clan, and he's infamous for being one of the top players of all time in this game. And I looked at all the categories, and I think that this one just fit him the best in my opinion. So for mechanics / aim, I'm gonna have to go with mongraal. Now, I feel like this category is maybe weighted a little less, only because, it's
intelligence.
So having a good game sense is maybe 30% of the game, which is a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's not everything. And if you only have this, you're not going to succeed as much as someone who has decent game sense, but abilities are just off the charts. So for this category, I'm going to have to give it to your fellow Arab. Now, he is one of the best IGLs in the entire game. He is definitely a crazy good pro player, content creator. Honestly, he stands up for us content creators, and he shows other pro players who's boss. Now, for our next category, we have overall achievements. Now, I'm going to give this category to Som. He has participated and placed in around 40 tournaments and has had tons of notable achievements. He is in a pro org, and I think personally he is one of, if not the best achieved players in all of Fortnite. Now for the category of earnings. I think we all know who won this one. It's going to be
your Fortnite World Champion, Bugha!
Bugha. Obviously, he won the World Cup, $3 million right into his pocket. Undoubtedly, right at the World Cup, he was the best player of all time. Now, just like Som, Bugha does have so many achievements, but I couldn't put him for multiple categories. So for this one, I'm gonna have to go with Bugha. And now for the category of viewership, I'm going to have to go with tfue. He has the most consistent average viewer base, always above 30k minimum. You could say other streamers, but they definitely do not stream as often as tfue and do not have as much recognition or followers. tfue also participated in the World Cup, didn't do too well, but you don't really expect him to actually do well, but just be that one presence that everybody knows. For viewership and publicity, it's tfue. Now we have the category of public opinion. Now shout out to 112k for giving me the idea basically to make this video. He posted this picture right here, and it was basically who the community thought was the best Fortnite player. Obviously, as we can see, the community definitely thought it was Metro, and I would definitely have to agree with that. Metro is probably one of the best players in all of Fortnite. He's been around for so long, and he's honestly just been one of the founding people in competitive Fortnite. Even now, he really hasn't fallen off that much, and he actually is the community's personal opinion of the best Fortnite player as of right now. Now, statistically, if we look at who the best Fortnite player is on Fortnite Tracker, you will see a guy by the name of MixerShip. Now, he has something like a 50% win rate, as well as like a 10 or 11 KD. He has something like 17,500 wins, as well as like, I want to say 220,000 kills. So statistically, I guess he is the best, but you don't see him placing that well in tournaments or World Cup or anything like that. And now I'm going to give some honorable mentions of people who in the past might have been held as the best Fortnite player, but you can already guess who I'm about to say. First honorable mention is Ninja. At one point, he was considered the best Fortnite player around season 2/3. And then we have Myth, who also used to be one of the best builders in around season 2/3. So at one point, him and Ninja were both contested as being the best, but at one point, Myth was like undeniably the best. And then our last honorable mention is Thrills. Obviously, I think now he's even still one of the best players in the game. Genuinely insane builder, probably has like $5 million in earnings. Overall, like, I don't know how he didn't make it to number one, but here is the best Fortnite player right now. The best player right now would have to be Metro. Just like the community said, I would have to agree. I think that the best player as of right now is definitely Metro. He's just dominating the game right now. But I think the best player of all time is Zayt. As you know, Zayt is from NRG, and I think that he should be known as the best player of all time. Maybe not right now, even though he is maybe top 5 right now. All time, I think he is the most consistent. He has just always been so proactive in competitive Fortnite, and I think that, like, if you average it out, he is the best. But right now, number one is Metro. So that has been who I think is the best Fortnite player. Let me know your opinion. I want to know if you agree or disagree. Who do you think is the best Fortnite player of all time and right now? I'll make sure to check out every comment. Make sure to subscribe because I upload 2 videos every week and they're fire. But I will see you guys in the next video.